why do you want to tell us more
Assalamu
something else,
alaikum wa
bro?
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم
Walaikum
السلام.
salam.
I hope you guys are doing fantastic and having a lovely evening. If I'm gonna chime into the discussion and share a different perspective, I'd say that the issue at hand, based upon those that are supporting, because I was on the live that brother X was on, he was doing the usual, putting people in check, educating these misguided women. Allah Mubarak, he's a true mujahid for
Allahu
Somali
Akbar.
TikTok. We have
WX.
voted him as our Amir. So yeah, I was very amazed to see the women call him such, say that he's gonna be responsible for Chunkz unaliving himself. And the thing is, the reason why these women support Chunkz, this stems down to three things. If we put ethnic reason behind, if we put lack of education behind, and if we put them being degenerates behind, it's more so comes down to female psychology. Everyone has noticed that women are both hot and cold, and a lot of men that have engaged with women have interacted with women would notice that they are also kind of bisexual to a certain degree, right? Women are very like they're hot and cold when it comes to their nature, the feminine nature. To them, they don't see homosexuality through the same lens as we men see it as. And this is why even in the if you look at in the religion, Lut alayhi salam, his wife himself was sympathetic towards Qawm Lut. And this is an example and wisdom that you can take from. So women in general, the way they look at sexuality is not the same the way as how men look at it. They are more sympathetic. They make excuses. It's because even in their biology, like all women, there's a very famous saying that my uncle told me when I was in Somalia. He said all women are bi. They're either bipolar or bisexual. So moving forward, that's one reason they're hot and cold within their sexuality. They don't think.
I don't
that
agree with
they-
this guy, by the way. Just hope that is clear, right? Before people clip.
I'm just saying. That's
Warya
one thing.
Warrior speaks for himself. I want to make it clear.
Yeah,
Warya Warrior
Yeah.
speaks for himself.
Yeah. So the second thing is that women in general, they don't consider men that are homosexuals as a threat, right? They don't think that man is gonna be desiring them. And a lot of times we see that women usually have a gay best friend, okay? Because they don't consider they seek male validation, but then they don't want a man to basically desire them. So the homosexual provides the male attention, the male validation without the true desire. So this is another reason why women generally are kind of lenient with homosexuals. The third thing is that women have a type of behavior within their psychology that they don't like people to be considered cast away. They don't like certain groups of people being considered outcast. They like to include them in, whether it's LGBT community, whether it's refugees, whether it's immigrants, whether it's people that have other beliefs, agnostics, atheists. You can see on TikTok they're okay talking to an atheist girl. They're okay with anything that requires like minorities being oppressed. Women like to be vocal and support them. They will bring them in. This is why in the West, if you look at the people that talk about immigration, that talk about BLM, it's usually women that are the forefront, not men, because this is the nature of women. So when you come to a live and you see girls protecting Chunkz for his behavior, this is within the, forget about them being degenerates, confused, liberal, feminists, but this is also a part of their own nature and psychology. If they're not truly, because at the end of the day, when you have proper understanding, if you have, let me, I'm wrapping my point quickly. If you have proper understanding of the deen, you will put aside, you will fight your own deficiencies within your intellect, within your mentality. You will rise to a different status and be uplifted. Now, I'm not being misogynist, but I'm just saying that these women that support him, they mainly do it out of many. These are one of the main reasons, and also because he's also Somali as well, because they feel like it's an attack towards their community, right? Me personally speaking, I'm one of the first people to condemn Chunkz, and I have also laid terms and conditions that he must follow within the next 40 hours, or he's officially cancelled. In fact, we are working on grounds to see whether he is suitable to be takfir, right? There are certain grounds that we check it. Because if he's actively promoting this deviancy and he's actually pushing this agenda, then there are there are conditions that we're looking if he can be takfired upon. He has 48 hours to, number one, take down those posts.
Yeah.
He must take down.
One second. Nothing he has done so far is grounds for takfir. So that is a extreme example you're giving, right? Yeah, like we said, we warn against his evil, we condemn it, right? And we make dua for him. It's not, we don't harbor hatred. We don't want to cancel our brother. Rather, we want good for him, right? He's still
no. The thing is, brother, you have to understand. Let me wrap up my point real quick so you get the full POV. The thing that I'm saying is,
he still has the rights of a Muslim, right? How we deal with him, right? He's not a apostate. He's not yeah. So carry on, yeah.
Yeah, the thing that I want to say is basically the reason why I say this is that we know that there's an agenda to promote degeneracy and deviancy towards the Muslim community, to make it acceptable, to make people, this is something that's an agenda. They use Muslim influencers, Muslim politicians. They are complicit. They know what they're doing. The pose that he posted with him and the other guy with his tongue out, that's no straight man. When I take a picture in public, I make sure my image, I have to stand with my chest out. I don't even make my back crooked, right? You must represent yourself as a man, a rijal. What did Umar bin Khattab say as an advice? When you speak like a man, loudly. When you walk like a man. And when you beat someone up, beat him up like you're a man. Like you don't just slap someone around. Okay, you must be a rijal. So the point is, right, if he is actively promoting this deviancy, then he is complicit, and that means something is going on behind the scenes. Now, the conditions that have been laid is that he must delete those photos, he must publicly denounce the LGBT community and distance himself from them, and he must donate to a Somali cause, an Islamic cause. He needs 2 months of homophobic training, and he must contact the Somali elders in the community and learn.
No, hey, take that poll off. Okay, Warya, were you here in the beginning of this live when I first started speaking?
Yes, brother.
अच्छा, मैंने क्या कहा? पहला चीज मैंने ये कहा कि what the kuffar want to do, what the enemies of Islam want to do is, there's a difference between a Muslim sinning publicly. If he was to make a rap video with mutabarrijat, it would not be as dangerous and as damaging as that photo, because that photo, what it promotes is ideological warfare. What you just spoke about, हम उसको किताब में लिखा है कि ये ideological warfare है. सही है ना?
जी, बिल्कुल.
Ideological warfare. Okay. Now, I just want to clarify something, right? There is a lot of truth in what Brother Warrior has said, which I have experienced as well in my personal life. However, we also have to be fair and say, Allahumma barik, mashallah, tabarakallah. There are many good sisters as well who are vocal against such individuals. But the problem is, these sisters get bullied and harassed, and they get called pick-me's by the likes of the people who defend Chunkz, right? So it's not all women. And it was when I remember when I was in college, there was one guy, Indian guy, who was gay, and all his friends were literally hijabi girls. Literally, I'm being serious in it. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so I don't know why they think it's cool to be best friends with like a sinner like that, and it's just
You know, the thing is, right? Also, one thing that I want to highlight about how this is an agenda to promote within the Muslim community, and you know, Chunk's main fan base stems from Muslims, right? Specifically, a certain demographic, Muslims that live in Asia, like the Pakistani community, the Indian community,
everyone
the
loves
Bengali,
it, bro. All the Asians in the UK,
the Somalis,
the Bengalis and Pakistanis love Chunkz.
Yeah, this is his main demographic, and the people that look up to him are between the ages of 12 to 21. So him promoting this is mainly showing the youth that it's okay, like it's normalizing tolerance, especially within the Somali community, which is one of the last races on the earth that are resisting this deviancy. It has still not penetrated into our community yet. No homo, but the thing is, right? He is simply 1 minute. 1 minute, brother. Come on, brother X. So the thing is, right? This is an attack towards our society, our even our fabric of being. As a Somali man, subhanaka ya Alim, I cannot believe that Chunkz, there's no excuse that can be made for him. How can he, as a Somali, put aside Islam? Islam condemns homosexuality, but within the Somali community, in our country, this is not heard of. There was one Somali man, I swear to God, this is a true story. Okay, a youth that was born in the West came to Somalia as a vacation. When he came to Somalia, he came to Galka'i. He told the old man about how in the West, men marry each other. The old man could not believe it. He said, this is impossible. You know what he did? He took his dagger out and he immediately placed it in his belly and he cut his stomach open and unalived himself. He said, I will not live in a world that two men desire each other. A man will desire another man. I cannot live in this world. This is the type of people that he shares blood with. He has disgraced his bloodline. He knew what he was doing. How can you bring such an individual into your house, into your bedroom, play a game, dance with each other? This is no excuse. He's 26 years old. He has basic understanding of Islam and he has basic Somali dhaqan. He has been to Somalia. There is no excuse. He is complicit and he has 48 hours to respond. Or we must condemn him. Every single Somali must make a tweet, a post. I made a post last night and guess what? It had 5,000 likes and almost 1,000 comments in 2 hours. And guess what happened? It was removed. But all my Andrew Tate videos are still there. Why? Because even the TikTok algorithm is against you speaking against this. They removed my video on Chunkz. Why? I have videos saying Andrew Tate is a transgender. I have videos saying all this crazy stuff. They didn't remove that. But why did they remove the video of Chunkz? Why? There's something going on. So at the end of the day, brothers, let's call a spade a spade. Stop, these women don't go back and forth with these women. We must cancel him, condemn him everywhere, any site. He's banned from Somali events. Any Somali get together, he cannot come near our people. He must be blackballed and excommunicated. This is deviancy and we must stand by it or else the youth are looking at us. We have a responsibility, brothers and sisters. We must call out filth where it is. Chunkz has disgraced us. Our ancestors are all in the grave. Emotional brain knows, in fact, that Lil Nas X is the face of just the way that Barkat Abdi, the guy for Captain Phillips, I'm the captain now, is the face for piracy and being a pirate and how Somalis are pirates. Lil Nas X is the face of the LGTB community in the whole entire world. He literally represents them. He is their current what's it called again? Poster boy. So he knows exactly who Lil Nas X is. Forget about him being devil worshipper. And this makes it even worse, right? He's openly proud Khanis. He is also a Satanist. Third, he hates Muslim. He's Islamophobe. Fourth, he's just a dirty, vile individual anyways. But the point is, he knows what he's doing. He not only, I believe that Chunk's house, his father was not there. There's no way his dad was there to even allow this to happen. Subhanaka ya Azim.
No, they live in a big
He let
mansion,
this man
bro.
into the house. People saying that Speed brought Lil Nas X to the house. Speed is a 17-year-old waste man. Okay? Chunkz is 26 years old. He's 10 years older than him. He cannot give into peer pressure from a little youth. Talk about, Speed brought him over and he was too shy. He has more clout than Speed. He has a bigger platform than Speed. Speed is just trending at the moment. But Chunkz has been there. You know what I'm saying? He is that nigga. The thing is, right? I told Chunkz before. And I want everyone to hear this carefully. I told Chunkz before, and I gave him this message almost a year ago. I said, Chunkz, you have a good thing going on. You have a platform. When I seen him try to sing and try to be a singer, I know for a fact people are saying that he stopped the music scene because of Ilahi, Deen of Dunya. I personally believe he quit before he realized that he's not going to make it. It was just a, preemptive strike. You know what I mean? So I reached out. I tried to reach out my best to Chunkz, and I said, listen, instead of trying to become famous by singing when we know you have no talent, nobody's going to be listening to Chunkz while they're driving back at home or when they're trying to flirt with a girl. Please, let's be honest. So I said to him, listen, man, you have a platform. You have a lot of people that are a strong following, especially between the ages of 12 to 25. People look up to you. You are a role model. You are a public figure. You are an influencer. People have seen your transformation from being extremely overweight to mildly overweight. I informed him to go to the gym for 4 months, lose everything, be in shape, and then create your own supplement brand, weight loss type of thingy, supplement,
good idea.
and you will become an instant multimillionaire overnight. You don't need to sell your soul. You have built yourself from ground up, Chunkz. I told him, make some supplement. I will give you even the tips if you need. Make your weight loss type of drink or weight loss powder. And all the fat kids that look up to you, that watch Twitter, that watch TikTok and think that they can date Maya Jama just because a fat guy like you was standing next to her, they will believe by taking this supplement, they will be like you. He refused the advice. Now look, he's selling his soul to basically get fame and money when he can do it himself. If you're listening to me, Chunkz, go make your own supplement, lose weight, tell people that this supplement helped you lose weight and make your millions. Stop selling yourself short. You don't need the industry. You don't need Drake. You don't need Lil Nas. You are a noble Somali man. Subhanaka ya Azim, when I saw the photo, a part of me died inside. A part of me died inside.
Thank
Seeing
you.
a Somali man act that way. Subhanaka ya Azim. I am angry.
بس
شوف guys, whenever I'm going to mention a faida,